his superpower.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We're talking Fally Ipupa.
A legend already.
Oh, absolutely. A massive name in Congolese rumba, huge across Africa. But how'd he go from beloved on the continent to, like, topping global charts?
That's the million-dollar question.
That's the journey. And one of the articles we found, it just nailed it. Quote, respecting his music, his country, and the essence of his art.
And that respect, it's not just, a nice thought. It's essential.
It's everything.
Especially with music crossing cultures like this. It's this balance, staying true to your roots, but also connecting with people who are coming from a totally different musical place.
100%. And that is where Fally's Tukus comes in.
Ah, Tukus.
And I don't just mean the album title, which, fantastic album, but Tukus is bigger. It's how Fally describes his whole sound, his evolution.
You got it. See, Tukus, at its heart, it's weaving that Congolese rumba, that soul, with all these other genres that have global appeal already.
Like what? Give me some examples.
We're talking rap, R&B influences.
It's in a musical link then, almost.
Yeah, it's building a bridge, exactly.
Because imagine trying to explain rumba, that feeling, the energy, to someone who's never even heard it.
Right.
Tukus becomes the bridge, accessible, exciting even, but still honoring where it all started.
And that is key, because Congolese rumba, the guitar work, those rhythms, you can't help but move. It had the magic already. It was about bringing that forward in a way that could resonate more widely.
Okay, but bridging the music gap, that's only one part. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
To really blow up globally, you got to get those tunes in front of new ears and tons of them.
You said it. And that's where those collaborations come in. We're talking big, big names in music.
And not just any names. We're talking WizKid,
Huge.
Booba, Aya Nakamura.
Wow, okay.
Artists with their own massive fan bases, each bringing something different.
And that's it. They weren't just random like, hey, let's make a song. This was calculated to hit those specific markets, genres.
Yeah.
So you've got Fally, already a giant in Africa.
Right.
He links up with, say, Booba, huge in French hip-hop. Direct line to a whole new world of listeners.
It's like that friend, right, who's got their finger on the pulse, introduces you to your new favorite band.
Totally.
You trust them, so you're way more likely to check it out.
Exactly. And the timing. Think about it. This is all happening as Fally's diving into streaming.
Oh, interesting.
2017, this was still pretty new territory for him.
Yeah, makes sense.
Not like today where everyone's on every platform.
So it's almost like those collaborations, they're like the perfect intro then.
It's like they rolled out the red carpet, Spotify, Apple Music, all of them.
But they didn't just throw them to the wolves, did they? Just like, figure it out, Fally.
No way. This is where it gets really strategic. Think about you scrolling through Spotify.
Millions of songs.
Exactly. Sea of albums. And then, bam, there's a name you know. Featured on a track.
You're going to click that.
Of course. That's the power of, content.
It's like a signal boost, right?
Totally.
Because on your own, I might scroll past someone I've never heard of.
Sure.
But seeing a familiar name, that breaks the barrier.
100%. And that click, that's everything. Streaming, it's all algorithms.
Yeah.
The more those numbers go up,
The more they push it out.
exactly. The new listeners, it snowballs.
So those collaborations, not just about the music, they were marketing gold.
Absolutely.
And speaking of gold, let's talk numbers. 2017 on Fally's online presence, it explodes.
Takes off like a rocket.
Millions of followers, YouTube, Instagram, X, even TikTok.
Dominating.
It's a digital takeover.
And no coincidence either. That kind of growth, that's the result of everything we're talking about.
It all ties together.
The collabs bring in those new fans. Streaming amplifies it.
Yeah. And then Fally himself, right? He's got the talent.
Oh, undeniably.
The stage presence. Like, he's the whole package.
It all comes together.
And the results, they speak for themselves, not just followers, streams either.
Oh, no, we're talking real deal success.
Gold certifications, platinum, singles, albums. That's not just entering a market.
No way.
That's owning it. And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, all this is happening as Afrobeats is blowing up.
The perfect storm.
Worldwide.
It really was, cultural moment.
It was huge.
And Fally, he's in this unique position.
Yeah,
And he's been blending those genres, pushing boundaries for years already.
Right, he was ahead of the curve.
It's almost like the world caught up to the vision he was already building,
And it's not just charts, certification.
Oh, no.
This is a guy selling out arenas. Paris La Défense Arena.
Wow.
London's OVO Arena.
Tens of thousands of people.
That's global superstar status right there.
No question.
Yeah.
And it speaks to how far Congolese music, African music in general, has come on that world stage.
Yeah.
And you can't tell that story without Fali.
He's a pioneer,
Well, 100%.
leading the charge, but still staying true to his roots. Which
That's the thing.
brings us to something really interesting from this 2019 interview we found with Fali. This idea of labonga.
Ah, labonga, yeah. Such a cool part of Congolese music.
So tell us about it.
So it's this tradition, right, of acknowledging people within a song.
Often by name, even.
Yeah, exactly. Like shouting them out. A way to pay homage, show respect, give thanks.
It's like built into the music.
It is. It's woven in.
So interesting.
And Fali even talks about how labonga, it's evolved. Used to be more, I guess, transactional.
I like a trade.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's more about that community
Okay.
appreciation. Less about money, more about recognizing those who contributed to your journey.
Who helped you along the way?
Exactly. You're weaving those connections right into the music itself.
Each one, like a little piece of the bigger story.
That's a great way to put it. And that community, it's bigger than just music.
Right.
Can't talk about Fali without mentioning the philanthropy.
Yeah, the Fali Pupa Foundation.
Amazing work. Healthcare, water access.
Education.
All focused on giving back.
Yeah.
You can tell it matters to him deeply.
Yeah.
And what's inspiring is his vision for the future. Fali, he believes Kinshasa
His hometown.
can be this global music hub. Even shouts out these up-and-coming artists.
Ooh. Give us some names.
Robinho Mundibo, Gazmawete.
Okay, gotta check him out.
Super talented. It's like he's passing the torch, you know.
It's not just about him.
No, it's about that next generation.
That's powerful. So as we wrap up this deep dive, it really makes you think. Can you achieve that global success but keep the heart, the soul of where you're from? Can you honor tradition while still breaking new ground? Fali Pupa shows us it's not just possible. It can be a force for change. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep diving deep.